New Year's Eve is coming up, and you know what that means. The rise of the New Year's resolution.
Process begin.
People pledging themselves left and right to be better, to do better, to eat better, to look better. And that's fine. I do not have a problem with self-improvement. I myself have made the resolution to find more time for me because I love myself and I'd like to spend more time with myself. But it's that time of year where we really see a pickup in the health food industry because the new year is a good time to start off on the right foot. Dieting, however, is like trying on a dress. You have to pick the right dress that's right for your body type, for your lifestyle, your personality, etc. Same thing with food. We have a variety of different dieting options from paleo to keto to vegetarian, vegan, low carb, carnivore, bulimia, anorexia. There are so many. Take your pick. But what is eating healthy? I don't think anyone actually knows for certain, at least not really. Or if they do a shit job of actually directing people in a healthy eating direction. Take a look at this website, would ya? 8 tips for eating healthy. Number 2 is eat lots of fruits and vegetables. And number 4 tells you to cut down on saturated fats and sugars. Now, everyone knows that fruits also contain sugar. The intent here is for you, however, to cut down on the most sugary foods out there. So your almond joys and your Hershey Kisses and your soda pops. You know, the stuff that's gonna rot your teeth until they fall out and then give you diabetes and make your legs fall off. But they are full of it. Because they don't tell you that a 12-ounce can of Coca-Cola with its 39 grams of sugar does not hold a candle to an entire mango with its whopping 45 grams of sugar per mango. But that's not the only fruit that's high in sugar, ladies and gents. Oh no. Grapes, bananas, sweet cherries, apples, pineapples, pears, kiwis, all high in sugar, and somehow this problem is exacerbated when you dry them out for whatever reason. Total grams of sugar per 100 grams of regular fig is a 6.9 gram low. Dry the little fuckers out, though, and you get 62.3 grams of sugar per 100 grams of fig. You get my drift. And I gotta tell you, I'd rather lose my legs to a single can of Coke than, say, dried fruit. It really makes you reconsider the healthiness of Raisin Bran Special K now, don't it? And you know, it's bad when every host to street you can stuff your face with puts you at further risk for an injury that would have gotten you a Purple Heart back in now. And they say my generation doesn't have a military cause to rally behind. Ha! And we do. We rally, we cry, we protest. Food companies with our ultimate weapon of mass destruction. We do with our wallets. Of course, this is after we've gone to the highly esteemed yet totally underrated internet.com university, read enough stay-at-home mom blogs about healthy eating, seen Super Size Me no less than 3 times, and taken the body type quiz to determine whether or not we are an endomorph, a mesomorph, or an anamorph. Do all that, and suddenly you know everything there is to know about healthy eating. And I am not kidding about watching Super Size Me 3 times, kids. That is what counted for food health education in elementary, middle, and high school. They abandoned actually educating us on food health after the USDA has sold out to big vegetables and turned the food pyramid into a plate. But anyway, once you've suitably educated yourself on food health, then begins the protest. Suddenly, we have people buying things in droves labeled all natural, whole grain, glucose-free, organic, non-GMO, 0 calorie, fat-free, sugar-free, and it's slapped on everything from canned tomatoes to chapsticks. And no one actually knows what those labels actually mean. Sure, they have an idea, but that idea is a little bit skewed, off, not in line. Not in sync. They have no clue that they're being lied to. 0 calorie actually means less than 5 calories per serving, not 0 calorie. Less than 0.5 grams of sugar and no ingredient that is a sugar is not going to fit very neatly on the packaging, so they shorten it to sugar-free. But it's not quite sugar-free, is it? And the same thing goes for fat-free, cholesterol-free, sodium-free, salt-free, or no sodium. No or 0 or free does not inherently mean any of those things, apparently. But they don't just blatantly lie on food packaging labels either. Oh, no. They think that customers are stupid and easily manipulated, like cows, or say a 3-year-old. Take gluten-free, for example. Gluten is a protein found in wheat products, responsible for the elastic texture of dough. Roughly 1% of Americans are gluten intolerant, which means that it has become the new, hip, trendy imperfection to have. Like depression, PTSD, or hyperpartisanship. So they have to put gluten-free on everything. And some of these things are not an issue. I will say, if we have gluten-free bread, I'm not going to have an utter conniption over it. But they put it on things like green chilies, potato chips, popcorn, and almond butter. All of them are gluten-free. No shit! Then let's talk about non-GMO and organic, because they both a thing. The acronym GMO refers to genetically modified organism, and these are plants and animals whose genetic material has been changed in ways that do not occur naturally. You know, so selectively breeding only the most attractive looking, fattest, most delicious, and juiciest of vegetables is a big no-no if you're non-GMO. Organic, however, on the other hand, relates to crop yield that doesn't make use of chemically formulated fertilizers, growth stimulants, antibiotics, or pesticides. So, as you can imagine, organic covers a bit more ground than non-GMO ever could hope to. But even then, organic doesn't inherently mean that food is going to be more healthy, or that organic farmers don't use pesticides, or that organic farming is inherently more environmentally friendly because it doesn't use any of these things. Fun fact, organic produce takes up significantly more land for a similar result to non-organic produce yield. Which means that if you wanted to shift a fraction more of the world's food supply to be exclusively organic, we could just go ahead and jump on the fuck the rainforest agenda that everyone's been harping on for about 20 years now. So I guess we'll just have to deal with eating inorganic, genetically modified foodstuffs. Except we can't, because apparently non-organic genetically modified cow's milk is the reason why women in the United States have oversized boobs. Yes, I have been told that my boob size is the result of drinking milk, which would explain emphatically why my brother has freakishly disproportionate sized yet non-existent breasts too. At the end of it all, the idea is to choose what is right for you, ladies and gentlemen. You, yourself. Consult an actual nutritionist, maybe? Someone who has a degree in the digestive sciences, and have them tell you what's what. But most of all, it is so important, so very important, that you make sure to support your local Mexican cartel chapter and buy yourself some avocados this instant. By gosh darn diddly, this is not a paid promotion.